I'm so sick of doing single crochet. Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. If you can't tell with all this yarn behind me, I'm going to be making a blanket today. And the blanket I will be making today is the 6-Day Star Blanket by Betty McKnit. I'm sure you've seen this blanket everywhere. I know I'm late to this. I found it late and then I decided late that I wanted to do it because I wasn't sure. Because all the yarn I was using had a project. So I was like, I'd have to buy a little more yarn. I don't want to do that. But then I decided I wanted to do it. And then... But I'm not making the star. I'm making the superstar version because I feel like that would just fit me better. I think I like the look of it better. And I decided I'm going for a concept because I like the look of people going row by row with the colors, but you have to have those colors. And again, I wanted to dwindle down my stash and didn't want to buy too much new yarn, hence the colors. And the theme I am going for with this is kind of like fairy core, fairy blanket, you know? So I kind of have muted colors here. I have pink, browns, creams, purples, yellows, and I wanted pink because I'm a pink girly. I love pink. And that's what I have here. I was also very scared to start because people were saying the pattern was really hard to read. So I did make a test swatch to see if I could read the pattern. It's definitely a little difficult. I had to go very slow to understand it, but I did it. This is to row 8 and the setup rows are to row 11. I didn't feel like continuing it. I just wanted to start on the actual blanket. And I think it looks very pretty. It's definitely gonna take a lot of yarn, but I love how it looks. And I definitely love the superstar look. Oh yeah. I don't know if I'll take 6 days. We'll see where I am in 6 days and see if I like it, because I hate with a passion when blankets don't reach all of me. I hate it. I hate it. Also, another reason why I was like, I don't know if I want to do it, because it's probably going to take a long time to get to a place where I'm happy. Like if I am laying straight down and that blanket is not covering all of me, I hate that. I don't like when my feet just poke out of the blanket. It's really aggravating. Let me give you a yarn tour. So I'm not going to go into detail about the yarns I have because it's a lot. And some of them I don't even know what they are. But here is the yarn. I have most big twist. I have some Hobie yarn, which is the alpaca mohair yarn. I have some fur yarn that I have thrifted. I'm still not sure if I'm going to use this or not. I have brown, which I think this is Red Heart. I have this, I don't think it's mohair, but I'll just call it mohair. Oh wait, this one is mohair. I also thrifted that. This is the new Joann's Christmas yarn. Stuff that I had for a long time and don't use. Buff fleck stuff. Big twist. I don't know. I got this because I wanted to try it and it was on sale at Joann's. So I'm gonna try it. Pink. More stuff. This is also Hobie. Some more Hobie. This is from Michaels. Their new like moish hair kind of stuff. Whatever. I don't know. And I think this is 1 Pound Love. There's all the yarn I'm gonna use. I also have more yarn up here. And more yarn there. And more yarn there. And more yarn there. So, I think I'm pretty good. So, we're gonna mark today as the first day. It is Monday at 8 a.m. And we're gonna see how far I get today. Starting with this lovely pink color. Ready, guys? What? Update time! Here it is so far. Isn't it so pretty? I'm actually pretty proud of how it's looking right now. This is just the setup rounds 1 through 11. I haven't done any repeats so far, but the colors are very pretty. Though I still want to implement more of the colors I have. I haven't used this. I haven't used my yellows, my orange, or my like tannish off-white colors. I want to use those, but it looks so nice. Oh my goodness. I did have to up my hook size. So I started with a 5.5. Now I'm on a 6. And it seems to be working a lot better. It looks so cool. It kind of looks like a sun catcher, to be honest. Up against the window like that. It's so pretty. I'm happy it's working. The pattern is not as bad as I thought. I'm using the written pattern. It's not as bad as I thought to understand, but I read it really, really slowly. Because if you go like it's any other pattern, you will mess up. I had to read literally letter and number by letter and number. 3 double crochet. I do the 3. Next, chain 3, 3 double crochet. You cannot go fast on this pattern because of how it's set up. But clearly, I understood it. Now it's time to get to the repeats. My next yarn choices are gonna be this green again that I used in the center. And I'm going to pair it with this mohair I got from Hobie, and I think that's gonna be really cute because now that I'm on the repeats, I can add in the kooky yarns and all that because it's just gonna be repeating. I tried to change colors in the middle of rounds and stuff like that. I don't know how I'll like it later because I didn't really want to go row for row because that takes a lot of yarn, and I didn't want to just buy a lot of yarn of the same colors. I just wanted to use up what I have, and so that's kind of me. I don't know. We'll see how it is later. But for now, that's where I'm at. So I'm going to start on the repeats. Let's go. Okay, it's getting dark and I think I'm going to stop for today. Are you ready for the reveal of day 1? I've always wanted to do this. There's day 1. I'm happy with how it came out. It's very nice. Again, it looks like a sun catcher. I'm proud of the colors. I kind of gave up on changing in between rows and just did whole rows of each color and then changed between each color. I added some mohair to this pink, this purple, and this green. I'm happy with how it's coming out right now. Day 1 is done. Let's talk about the pattern. The pattern is something. It was going well with the setup rounds, and then I started doing the repeats. By the way, that's 2 repeats. But I started doing the repeats, and round 2 of the repeat is crazy. No offense to Betty McKnit at all, but the pattern is like she wrote it down straight from her mind and didn't revise it at all. I had to look at the video for round 2, but once you get the hang of it, it does make a little more sense. That was just wild. I got frustrated a little bit there, but I figured it out and I was able to continue. And I started at 8 a.m. It's now 3 p.m. So I've been working all day. I don't know how the next days will go because it's getting bigger, which means the rows are taking even longer. I hope I can keep this up to the size I want it to be because these rows are crazy. They take a lot, especially the single crochet rows. I hate those. I don't like single crochet. It takes so long to build up and it takes so long to do. I hate it. It looks pretty, but it takes so long to do. Hey guys, it's a new day and it's been a few days since I last recorded for this video. Let me update you on stuff that has happened. I did day 2. I didn't record anything because I don't know why. And then it's been a few days since day 2 because it was Thanksgiving and I was cooking and eating and then resting after eating. And now that brings us to today, day 3. Let me show you the progress that I made on day 2. Are you ready? Phew. I did more, and now it's an even bigger lap blanket. I did this much. So I didn't finish a repeat on day 2, and I experimented more with my yarns, just one yarn. I added some of my mohair type yarn, and that's where I am. I think the latest row that I did, which was a double crochet row, took me a little less than 1 episode of Bridgerton. I did this repeat while finishing Bridgerton season 3. It was not as bad as I thought, because Penelope got on my nerves and Colin really had no personality for me to even look forward to his season. It wasn't too bad, and now I need everyone's season expeditiously. I need it now. I'm so sad I finished Bridgerton. I want more of those. Now I have a single crochet row that I need to do. Those single crochet rows are taking it out of me. Wow. I turned into the sun from Teletubbies. Oh, the sun went away. Okay, it was here for a second. I've also gotten to the point of this blanket that I'm not counting anymore. I'm not really a crochet counter anyways, because once it gets past a certain point, I don't want to count anymore. I don't want to count 100 stitches in between and all that. It's just, I'm going off vibes. So if my finished project is a little lopsided, mind your business. And I've come to the decision that I think I'd like it to end in pink and the lighter colors, because I like how that's looking. Okay, I'm gonna find something to watch and do the single crochet row. Those take so long. I almost changed it to a half double crochet, but I decided to keep the pattern. But once you get to the repeats, it's all good. And if you don't count, your stress levels are awesome. I have made the dumbest mistake ever. I did a corner stitch in the middle of the star, and it's right at the beginning. So if I took it out, here's this. I'd have to take all of this out to get back to it. I don't want to. When it gets bigger, that wouldn't matter, right? I was paying attention to the movie. It's okay. It's like a massive stitch. And it's not really an increase because it's a granny stitch. So when I do the single crochet row, I'll only be going into this stitch right here. I was paying too much attention to the movie, which I settled on Little Women, by the way. I'm almost done. I'm a perfectionist, but not enough to go back to the beginning. This blanket is getting too big. I'm semi-bored working on it right now, but I want a good sized blanket. So it's just gonna be like that. But that's okay, because the blanket will have character now. If anyone ever sees this blanket, and they'll be like, what happened here? Funny story, I was watching Little Women for the first time and I messed up. Okay, I've finished Little Women. Now I'm here to give you a movie review. I give it an 8 out of 10. I think that's a good rating. It just wasn't really my type of movie. I'm usually not really into movies that do the back and forth into the past, into the future, into the past, into the future. I'm not really into that type of stuff. It wasn't bad though. The storytelling was nice. The characters acted well, especially what's his name? Timothy Chalamet. He knows how to do longing. He knows how to do A longing gaze. I like that. The visuals were very pretty. It was also a very hard movie to watch while crocheting because there was a lot of stuff going on screen, and I have to look at my crochet, look up, look at my crochet, look up, and that's how I had my mess up. I thought it was okay. I watched the 2019 version, by the way. But a 2-hour movie, and I got 4 rows, 3 and 3.5 done. I think that's pretty good. It is a decently sized lap blanket. Let me show you. It goes to my stomach, down to my feetsies. So that's pretty decent. I could stop now, and I'm only on day 3. That's probably because I went crazy on day 1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got a blanket. That light is so bright. Oh, you can see it. It's dark out. And I'm tired, guys, but are you ready to see what day 4 has brought us? Day 4? Day 3? Here we go. I finished the repeat from day 2, and I did a whole repeat today. And that's how we got our beautiful blanket right now. I'm actually really proud of it. It's ankle to throat right now, so I think 2 more repeats and I will be happy with it, which is awesome. These single crochet rows take me out. The double crochet rows are a lot too, but I feel like double crochet is faster for some reason. The act of yarning over before you go in a stitch feels so much faster than single crochet where you just immediately go in the stitch. I don't know why. It's actually very soft. I love my blanket. I'm gonna use it all the time now because I made a blanket. But that's crazy. If I was happy with it right now, I'd be done on day 3. That's a little crazy. I think I have to finally admit I'm a fast crocheter. I didn't know I was, but apparently I am. That just means I have extra days to just be lazy and take the next 2 repeats very slowly. It's a hack. Get as far as you can by day 3, and then day 4 through 6, you just go slowly. I don't know if I will. I'm not the type to be chill and patient like that. Okay, I wasn't planning to talk long because I'm tired and I need to massage my hands, but that's day 3 done. I will see you guys for day 4. Good morning, everyone. It is day 5 today, which means it will hopefully be the last day. I only have 1 repeat that I want to do. I will show you my progress of day 4. I think I started day 4 here and did all of these. Yeah, sure. I don't remember. I think I did 4 rows for day 4. And now day 5, I need to finish the repeat, which is just 1 more granny stitch row, and then do a full repeat, and I will be finished. Hopefully starting at 9:30 a.m. I will be able to get done, because right now each row takes me nope, not 30 minutes. I wish. It takes me about a little less than an hour. I'm just having fun with it. I'm excited. I wanted to work on it and finish it, and now I can finally finish it. Hopefully today. But I still have another day. I still have day 6. I'm excited to see how it looks all together. It's so big. It covers my whole body, and with 1 more repeat, it's gonna cover my feet fully so I can just bundle up under it. I'm so excited. It's like a weighted blanket, but not super heavy, and I love it. And it's my first blanket. Okay, I'll stop talking. Let's start. Good morning, guys. It is day 6 of the star blanket, but she is done. I finished on day 5. I knew it. The sun. I didn't update you guys at the end of day 5 because I was tired. I stayed up for a bit to finish the last row, and I think the last row took me about an hour and a half to get all the way around. That was a long time. Plus my hands were hurting. I was tired. I was ready to be done, but she's done. Are you guys ready to see the end product? Are you guys ready to see the full thing? Here we go. Hold on. Move yourself. Here we go. Ah! The final drop is here. Whew. There she is, everyone. Ah! I'm so happy with how it came out. The colors came out so much better than I could have ever hoped. I'll give you guys some close-ups. The colors came out so much better than I could have hoped. I was so scared in the beginning because I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I didn't know how I was going to add the colors together and how they were going to look together, especially adding different textures. But I came out freehanding was the best thing. Not overthinking. I did kind of overthink the last few rows, so those are a little iffy. I'm so happy with how it came out. It is big enough. I've slept with it for the last 2 nights and it's big enough. It's the perfect weight for me because I like feeling snuggled up, and this on top of my other blanket is a good enough weight because I don't like feeling smothered. And you know what the best part about the whole thing is? Okay, son, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. How about that? The best part about this is I have no ends anywhere except the beginning chain 4 and where I stopped, which I don't know where I stopped. Other than those 2 ends, I have nothing. And I'm so happy about that. I would not have done this if I had to weave in that many ends. And never ever would I ever do that. But I'm so happy. My first blankets. My first crochet blankets. I never thought I'd make a crochet blanket because I want it to be big. I want it to encompass me and make me feel cuddly. And I thought if I ever made a crochet blanket, it was going to be granny squares. I feel like making granny squares anytime when you feel like crocheting and then just adding them all together would be fine. But this was fun. It built up really fast too. As you saw in my day 3, I got to a good length in a good enough amount of time, but I wanted more. So I added more. Here are the new rows, by the way, that I added. These, I did a whole repeat on day 5, and I'm very proud of myself. Pat on the back. The yarn I started out with, I don't think I finished many skeins. I think I finished maybe 1 or 2 full skeins of everything I started with, besides my my self-made skeins, and even then I barely ran out. I still have a lot of skeins, which I'm sad about. This was supposed to dwindle down my stash. I also didn't get to some yarn like this. I ended up not wanting to use it because I wanted to just use the colors that were already in it. Okay, son, and now you're making me too bright. And if I ever learned anything through this process, I don't know how to gauge yarn length. They may put the weight, they may put the length on the paper of the yarn. I can't gauge it. I thought I would have no more yarn and I would be picking up my scraps. No, I barely ran out of yarn. But I got a blanket, guys. I got a blanket. And now I will use it forever and ever and ever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Thank you. Bye. Why are my hands so shaky today? Ooh. Oh, look at all those pretty stitches and all of the pretty yarn. Wee. Wee. Walking back and zooming out. Oh, yes, sir. I'm so good at this camera stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, look at those layers, those layers. We love layers in this house. Oh snap. Oh snap. And the big picture. Oh snap. Oh snap. Oh.